Hello, this is Jose. Here I am again, this time with this 2008 Honda CRV. I love Hondas, really, really good cars. My daughter got this car, so I'm gonna show her how to do the maintenance. She wants to do her maintenance herself, and she's right here with me. We have all the parts, we have all the tools needed. She's gonna be doing the work, and you'll see how easy it is. If my daughter that has never done any mechanics can do it, anybody can do it. So here we are ready with it. And as far as tools, we'll be talking about it throughout the video and see what you need, but it's gonna be a short video. It's not gonna be too long. We're gonna show only the important parts, but enjoy it. Okay, are you ready to get dirty? Okay, so we're gonna change the oil first. We're gonna go to transmission. Just up here, we're gonna take the cap off so it flows a little better. Okay, we'll be changing the battery too. But first, let's get to the fluids. Doing the fluids first. All right, so get under there so we can get that oil drain. Okay, so the oil is almost done dripping. We'll take the filter next. But since we're down here, we're also doing the transmission oil. So we're gonna get that bolt out. But to make it a little easier, we're gonna put some penetrating oil. There we go. That'll make it a little easier to take the bolt out. We do that on the differential also. Who knows how old that is. All right. Okay, so the oil is almost done dripping. We can put the bolt back and let's get that filter out.
So we can get that filter out. There you go. You gotta tighten that up.
Alright, let's get this out. Put the cap on first.
Oh.
Yeah, all the way, make sure it goes in.
Yeah.
It's not in all the way.
It's not?
Yeah. Alright, so turn that. There you go. All right, it's coming out. Okay, so we start. That thing started dripping. Take it off.
It got super...
No, you gone the other way. There you go.
Oh.
Take that out. Let it drip a little. Take your hand out, let it drip a little. There you go, now take it out. Take it down straight. It's gonna be a long before. Keep going, go, 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 go. And then just drop it on the pan, okay? When you don't drop it, put it down, place it down, because you're gonna splash the oil all over. There you go. That's it. You did it. Tight. Put the oil filter on.
Oh. But don't I gotta grease it?
Yes.
How again?
Good. Remember, here's the grease.
With the oil?
The grease. The grease right here. You could do it with oil also. Here's the grease. Just use a little bit of grease.
What's he doing?
Yeah, that's more than enough. Just go around. No, it's okay. Put it on.
You could use oil also for this, but that's good with grease. Okay, so put it on.
Oops. Put it here, right?
Yeah.
You right?
Put it on. Okay, you have to make it nice and tight, but only with your hands. We don't use any tools to make it tight. It doesn't have to be crazy tight, so as far as you can go with your hands. There you go. Now let's tighten the bolt.
I'm so confused.
Yeah.
Is it tight or
You're
not?
fine. Yes. Make it just a little tighter. Go, go, go. There you go. That's it. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, just try it a little. And now we take the transmission bolt out so we can drain the transmission fluid. We're getting ready to get that transmission drain plug out. There you go.
Is this way?
Yes, you're fine. It's gonna be tight.
It's really heavy. I mean, strong.
Okay, see if you can get on your knees for a minute. You could probably get it then. All right.
Did I break it?
No, it's fine. When you broke it loose, it's perfect. Now you can use this one to take it out. So now with the ratchet, you're gonna be able to take that out. It's gonna be a point where it's nice and loose. You can take it by hand. There you go. And that's how you take your transmission fluid out. We're gonna change that filter also. The filter is located right there. Right there.
Here?
No, right there. There you go. This is what the filter is. That's gonna be a little tricky, but we're gonna get it out.
That way.
So now we gotta make sure we torque our bolts. The drain plug gets torqued to 33 foot-pounds. Let's go. Go.
Wait.
Go, go. Yeah, that way.
Dad. How?
It's torqued.
It's already
Go.
torqued?
Yeah, so it's up to pressure, but go. Move it.
Dad, it's not moving.
Did it click?
No.
It's tight. There you go. Now we gotta do the same thing to the transmission. The transmission gets torqued to 36. The oil drain plug is 29. The transmission is 36. Put it on by hand and then we torque it. That's it. You're already clicked. You're on.
Okay, so we're ready to fill the engine in and fill the transmission. Let's do the transmission first, Patty.
Okay.
Here we got our transmission fluid. Honda fluid. Where are we going?
Right here.
And we'll take the dipstick out.
It's not there.
And then we're gonna fill it in right there. Right from there.
Right there.
Okay. The final. I'm gonna put 3.7 quarts in there. That's it for the last quart of the transmission fluid. See how it looks nice and pink. The other one's very dark. Who knows how long ago it was done. We're gonna change that battery, then we change the spark plugs. Right after this, we're just filling up the engine oil. We're doing a lot. We're giving this car a lot of love, and that's the only way your car will last a very long time if you do the proper maintenance. And it's very easy. Except my daughter Patty, she's never done this, and she's doing a really good job at it. You don't need to be a master at these. Here we go with the engine oil. Go slow because that overfills quick. We're putting 4.7 quarts in there. So we can't finish that gallon. Okay. Yeah, we check how much oil we have. You have to leave about half a quart, a little past half a quart. And the way to check the oil, transmission oil and engine oil is you have to warm up the car. Let it run for a little while, then let it cool off for a minute, let it stand for a minute and check the level. On the dipstick, it has to be between the minimum and maximum, closer to the maximum, and you're fine. Don't go over, don't put too much. It's better to have less than have too much. We're done. Lift that up, put the cap on, and we're done. Let's do the differential next. Yeah, you can put it down. We'll check on the levels later.
So now we're going to take the differential oil out, the fluid. Let's go, Potato. Let's get this done. It's a little hot, but you gotta break it off. Break it loose though. There you go. Then you can use the ratchet, or you just loosen off by hand. If it is loose enough, you might be able to do it by hand only. Yeah, it's loose.
Yeah. Okay.
Make sure it drops on loose. There you go, good. That doesn't seem too bad.
Yeah, it's clearer than the other two.
Yeah, it's still old, but it's not too bad. So we drained the differential fluid. Now we're putting the bolt back, and we're gonna torque it 35 foot-pounds.
It looks clean.
Yeah, have to keep it clean.
Yep.
That was it.
So here we are with the bottle of fluid for the differential. We connected this adapter so we can put it in. Let's go, Potato. Let's put it in. And our plug is right over there. There it is. We took the plug out. The filling plug is up high, the drain plug is below. So we're just gonna plug this in. goes. Make all that fluid go in. As you put it up higher, get all that fluid out. Also make sure that hose doesn't come out, okay? We get just a little bit of more than a bottle to fill it in, and you'll know it's filled when you start dripping from the filling plug. So here we are with the second bottle. We're gonna see it dripping from here in a minute. And when we see that, we stop, we close the drain. Close the yellow cap.
When it's dripping.
When it's dripping, right. And we have a little chance to drip. A little more. It's not going there like that. Okay, we see it dripping now. So now we shut it off. So be careful, we have a lot of oil here. Fluid is on, is level. Make sure the car is level when you do this. We're in a flat surface, so we're good. Now we're gonna torque the bolt, that drain plug, and we're done. Now we'll jump to the front again, do the battery, and do the, that's it. And do the spark plugs. We have so much going on. Right now we're gonna remove the transmission filter. That filter is bad, it's old. So we're gonna take this cover out, or at least part of it, to make it a little easier. All right, so let's go. We're also gonna replace those. A lot of those are missing, but we have some new ones, so gonna get that out. There you go. Now with the cover out of the way, we're gonna get those clips out. Let's move that out of the way. And this is right in front of the transmission, in front of the oil. You'll see it right below the radiator. It's right there. Because you were wondering where you are. You remember this was the transmission drain plug? Here's the motor drain plug, the engine. And that's done. Don't take the hose out yet. Just do the other clip. We have to clamp the hoses so we don't get oil all over the place. I'll show you how to do that. Okay, now the clamps are out of the way, so we're gonna put some clamps on the hoses so that we don't have any oil dripping on us, any fluid. Close it nice and tight.
Tighter than that?
Yeah, man, sure it's tight. You gotta crimp that hose. You don't want any oil coming out of it. Okay, the same thing on the other side. Further out. There you go. The hose is crimped on both. Make sure it's tight. Okay. Now let's get the hoses out. Does it fit in there? It doesn't really fit across. Okay. There you go. Watch it. Don't make sure go. Do the other.
closer?
Pull it out a little bit and see if no fluid comes out. No, don't touch that. Just pull the holes out with your hand. You should. Roll this out. Let's do the other one. Alright. Now we're gonna lift this clamp from the back. See that where we took that bolt out? Lift that clamp. So this filter can come out. Okay, there you go. Take that out. Right.
That,
the new one.
no, that looks so old.
So right now Patty's securing that filter, putting that bolt on, making it tight. And then we put the hoses back on the filter. Put the clamps back on. And we're done.
Wait, did this?
With the bolt on that we put the hoses back on. There you go, Patty. It's all the way in. Make sure the hoses go all the way in. There you go.
Yeah.
Both sides. Take those clamps off. Perfect.
Now I need this one.
We put those clamps back on and that's it. We're done. Put the cover back on and we move on. We go up on the engine. Spark plug replacement and battery replacement.
Here we are ready to get the spark plugs out. As we take this cover off with number 10. Get these out. These are some studs. Let's see if the stud comes out. Oh, the bolt came out good. The stud stays there. It's not too bad. There we go. All the bolts are out. Let's get that cover off. Got this hose out of the way, by the way. It was clamped in here. We took these out. Now let's get the cover off. Let's pick it up. There you see the ignition coils with the plugs there. We're gonna get those out. Another same 10 millimeter. The studs are there. We're gonna take those out. We're gonna blow some of the debris out. Make sure nothing goes into the engine. Once your spark plugs are out, debris, anything can fall into the engine. So we see some debris in there. So let's blow it all out. And then when we take the coils out, we're also gonna blow it out. So let's get some of that. Okay, so we're ready to take the coils out. Still number 10, we just got a little longer one because we have the studs and the other one didn't fit. There you go, get them loose. The studs also on this. Yeah. There you go. Get them all loose. You have to torque those when you finish, as well as the spark plugs. Everything has to be torqued. If you guys saw the videos on my Mercedes, you'll see that I took the spark plugs out and it's the same thing. We're taking the bolts out, then we take the coil out, we unplug the plug, pull these out. The spark plug will be inside. It's just the location that's different. This is right on top, it's only 4-cylinder. The 8-cylinder, they are on the sides. the engine on this car is mounted sideways. Okay, so now we're gonna pull them up. We got a little better angle so we can see. Pull it up and then unplug the clip. There's a clip there. Push it in and pull the plug out. There you go. Let's pull the coils out. Keep them in order. In order we took them out. They're right in front. Oh, it's a little burned. It's still good. Coils go for about 200,000 miles, so we don't have to worry about it. If we ever have an issue, we'll come out and change it. But the spark plugs are right in there, right in those holes. It's right in there. And you see it? Here's the other one. There you go. So we're going to pull them out. First, we're going to clean that a little bit. We're ready to get the spark plugs out. This is a tool for spark plugs. This one is a 5/8. It has a magnet inside, so we can pull that spark plug up, and we put extension onto our ratchet. All right, let's do it. Looks like it's out. All right, let's see. Okay, not too bad. Let's take the other ones out. And on to the last one. We have the new ones. Most of them come pre-gap, but we always have to double check on them anyway. These have to get pre-gap to 0.044. Okay, 0.044 inches. That's the spec for these spark plugs for this car. 0.044 inches. There we are. Fourth one. Okay, let's put them all back in. Take them out of the box, pre-gap them, and go in. So now we're gonna make sure the gap is good on the spark plugs and go in. It's good. Now we're gonna torque it to 13 foot-pounds. Okay. There we go. We're going softly so we don't mess up the gap again. So we don't hit the bottom of it. So spark plugs are in. Let's torque them. Okay, with that we're done. We're gonna put the coils back, put the plugs back and cover back, and we're done with the spark plug replacement. Okay, we're getting the battery out. Let's get the negative terminal first. That's right. We want to make sure the negative terminal is out first, so that if you take the positive terminal out and you touch any metal, nothing will happen. But if the negative terminal is in, and you take the positive terminal out and you touch any metals, then you make it short. So yeah, just loosen it up. Don't take the whole bolt out. Good. Same thing here. getting it loose and taking it out. All right, terminals out, brackets out. Let's put the battery and put a new one in. It's a little heavy. There we go. Perfect. Positive side on the left side. Put the bracket back on. All right. We have that on. Let's put the terminals on. Good. Yeah, when you put it back on, you go with the positive terminal first. That way that positive terminal doesn't touch any metal before the negative side is connected to the battery. And we gotta torque these to 44 inch-pounds. Don't put it too tight so we can torque it. The wrench is ready with the torque, the small one. Alright, so let's torque them. There you go, it's done. 44 inch-pounds. Wait, that terminal has to go all the way down. Let's torque this one too. 44 inch-pounds. That's it, good. Let's close this. Battery is in. When you install the battery, you could use these OBD connectors so you don't lose any of your radio memory. But we didn't really care about radio memory right now because we just got this car. We don't have any memory saved. So very easy to use. $9 in Amazon. Very inexpensive. You connect this on the OBD. You connect the terminals to an old battery or a jump starter, and you won't lose any of your memory. You just have to be careful when you take your terminals out. You have to wrap them in cloth or something to make sure it doesn't touch any metals, both of them. And now we're gonna do a power steering service. We're gonna get the oil out, all the fluid out of there as much as we can. Yep. Get them all over out. Okay, now that the fluid's out, we're gonna pour it in until the max. You saw how bad the old one was. It's nice and clear. Okay, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna close these up, run the car, turn it over so that we can get more oil out. We run the car for a minute, turn it off, do the same thing until we get that fluid clean. So we refill these 2 times. We have the car on. We're turning the wheel back and forth after we change. That way we're moving the fluid that's in the hoses, mix it with the new fluid. You can see it's already getting dark. We're gonna do this one more time, take the fluid out, and put the new fluid in, and we're done. We're done with this, we'll move on. Make sure you cover the paint and be careful. Don't cause a fire, don't burn down your house, don't burn the car down. Okay, so here we are ready to take the wheels out. We have the disc, the brakes, all the tools, the, the so here we are. We're gonna start taking the wheels out so we can do the brakes and rotors. The brakes and rotors over there. We have some fluid to get some of the fluid out. The fluid was already replaced, so we're just gonna get the last of the fluid out, and then we're gonna have some silicone to put on the pads. We have some brake cleaner. We have to clean the discs. We have to clean it. We're gonna change the filters, also the cabin filter, the air cleaner. Right. Then we're also gonna get these old wheels out. We're gonna put some newer wheels in. Be a little nicer. I don't like those wheels. Okay, we got the cars and stands. We're getting all the tires out. Now we have the wheels out. So we're gonna start taking the brakes and the discs out. So let's put some penetrating oil so we can take those bolts out. All right. And we can get these the discs out and the brakes. Gonna take the calipers out. Let's do this back wheel also, okay? Let's do the back wheel also. And the other side. We'll do all four so we can get that going. So we're gonna get a breaker bar and use it to take the bolts out of the caliper. We're just gonna loosen the part where so we could get the brakes out. All right. With the penetrating oil is easy.
It's loose.
Oh, it's loose. Okay. Go to the next one. And then we'll just use our wrenches. All right. We'll just use the wrench.
Wait, no, it's tight.
And we'll use these after we take the caliper out. We'll use these to hang the caliper from the spring. Okay. We'll just hang it right there so it's not just hanging on the hose. We're also gonna lubricate this right here, make sure it's working properly. It's out. Both bolts are out. Okay, so
Now I need to do
this is how it comes out. And we're gonna hang it. Hang it from that little piece that we had, the hanger. It's right there, the hanger. So grab it. There we go. Now it's hanging, and we gotta take the bracket off so we can take the disc out. Same thing, we break the bolts, the breaker bar, make them loose. All right. Now we can use the wrench. So the bracket's loose. Now we can take it off. And the old brake pads are in there. And we can use these brake pads so that we can, oh, these brake pads weren't too bad. Not bad at all. We changed the discs. The discs are really bad. They had a lot of meat in them. But we can use these to press those cylinders back. Okay, so we could use these with something like this and press it down, or we can also use something like these and press them together. Okay, so for now, let's use these, put it in there, and just keep turning it until you push these cylinders down. Okay, on both sides, the other way. There you go. You're gonna see it going down. So you can see there how one of them is already down. We got to push the other one down, and so you can see we're gonna do it with the other piece. Alright, Patty. There we go. You can see it going down. See, it's already down. That's it. Just pull it out. There you go. Okay. So now we got to get the disc out, and for that, we have to take first these two screws out. This is what's holding it, and then this will pull right out. To get the disc out, we're gonna use an impact driver. Okay, you can use a screwdriver, but it's gonna be a little hard. So with these, as soon as you hit it, that screw's gonna get loose. So you got loose right away. What the impact driver does is, as soon as you hit this, you hit it, and at the same time it's turning. Hit and turn. So you gotta hit it hard. Just hit it hard. It's okay. There you go. Now it's loose. There you go. That's it. It's loose. It's out. Just gotta get that disc out. Okay, so now we're gonna clean the discs. You have to make sure you clean them. Use some brake cleaner. Get that clean because the manufacturer puts some kind of lubricant on it, and it's very slippery. They put the lubricant so it doesn't oxidize while it's in the shelves. You gotta make sure you clean that on both sides. So you gotta get all that lubricant out. It's kind of an oil. You have to make sure it's coming out. It's out of both sides, okay? So what Patty's doing right now is getting that hub clean. Okay, and get some of that rust out. Make sure you don't breathe that. Stay a little away and up. Your face has to stay up a little bit. Get some of that out, and then we put some anti-seize on it. Make sure the next time the disc comes out easy, doesn't stay in there, it doesn't get stuck. Okay, we gotta use this stuff. Now we're ready to put the anti-seize. Just a thin coat all around. The whole thing has to be coated. Okay, there you go. Don't put it on the bolts. All right, we'll do the entire thing so that the next time, like I said, our disc won't be stuck. You don't have to force it out, hammer it out, punch it out, kick it out, nothing like that. Okay, so make sure you compare the parts, make sure they are the same, make sure they fit. Same with the brake pads. Brake pads are right there. So look at the old one and look at the new one. Those this little brackets that go in. This one, the brakes were getting stuck on this. The brakes weren't even moving in the back. It was just making noise in the back. But this is why people don't use lubricant. on the brakes when you install them. And you also have to clean them. You have to brush them. Get a metal brush, clean these out a little bit, and then you put the new one on. Yep, so let's put that one on, Paki. There we go. This lubricant is safe on rubbers, safe on electronics, safe on everything. Gotta do both sides. Let's put that on.
This way?
Yeah. There you go. Push that in place. Push in the middle. There you go. We're going in.
Yeah.
Okay. The same thing on the other side. There's two of them. And then we also have to brush it here. So we can put another bracket, and then we lubricate these, we lubricate that. The cylinder is already pushed back, by the way. So we gotta lubricate that cylinder also, so that when it rubs against the brake pad, it moves and it doesn't get stuck either. Okay, so we're ready to push that in. That's already lubricated. Yeah. Wait. So we're gonna put the brake pads.
This way or this way?
The other way.
This way.
That way. Yeah. So we put some lubricant in the back of the brakes also. Make sure you don't put it on the front, and don't put any lubricant on the disc either. Make sure that no lubricant goes on it. It'd be the same as the lubricant that comes from the manufacturer. It'll make a mess and it'll be slippery on the brakes. There you go. Alright, so we have to put the bracket on. We put the cylinder on and the caliper, and we're done. We put the wheel back. Okay, we're installing the brakes. Well, this is the one side already. We put it in. Make sure you put some lubricant. Okay, here's Patty putting some lubricant in the back of the brake only, not in the front. Okay. I'll be moving nicely. I'll put the caliper back in. Let's get that out. Okay. Put our bolts. We gotta torque it. The bracket bolts get torqued to 79, and the caliper bolts, the small ones, get torqued to 17. Okay.
Am I not in it?
Yes, you gotta go up. There you go. Still kind of loose. You gotta hold these while it's loose. There you go. So it doesn't move back. See how it's going back? Go. There you go. Alright, so let's do that.
Does it gotta click?
Yeah, that's a click. Now it's torqued. Let's go to move to the other one. So let's see. Now it's torqued. Good. Now we go to the little bolts on the caliper itself. Okay, so we're putting the small bolts in. And those get torqued to 17 foot-pounds.
Is this one it?
No. Yeah, have to move that a little bit, put it in, and after we're done with that, we'll put the wheels back, and we're done. No. That's it. Done. We're all set. Put our wheel back. Well, let's do the other side. Everything else will be the same. We did the front, we did the back. Now we're gonna go on the other side of the car. Okay, we're done with this. We're just gonna torque the tires. Let's see. That's it. We gotta go on across. Go, yeah, there you go. That's it. You gotta make sure you torque everything. This is 80 foot-pounds, okay? 80 foot-pounds. We'll go around, we'll change the wheels. Just have to wash them. Make the car look good. Just go around and torque these two. That will be it. Then we're gonna change the air cleaner and the cabin filter. And that's it for the maintenance. Then we're gonna change the air cleaner. Okay. Those little brackets there. There you go. Just push that out. Push them out of the way. It's 5 of them. And that's it. Pull that up. You get the old one out. It's right in there. Just pull it out. That helps. So it wasn't too bad. It was clean. Alright, let's just put the new one in. Yep. Make sure we start fresh. Yep. So now let's put the new one in. There you go. One more in the front. And we're done. That's it. All 5 of them are good, right? Okay, so now we're going to change the cabin filter. You have to open the glove compartment. There's a little bracket on that side. We're going to break loose. There you go. Now we push these together and down. There we go. So back there, on the side, you see it has a couple of clips. There you go. You have to pull that out. It's a cover. So you pull those clips and pull that cover out. Push those clips in and pull the cover out. Okay. That one is a little bad. Not too bad. It has a direction, so you have to look at the arrows. So we just got to make sure the flow is down. And we're putting it back in. That's it. It's sitting in place. Okay. And now we go with our glove compartment back. Just push it up, yeah. Now you got to put the bracket on the side. So here's the bracket. We're going to put that back up on the door. You pull it down. And go right there. There we go. Now we're done. completely. Okay, so we're done with the maintenance. We did the tire, car, we did brakes, we did filters, we did fluids, brakes, rotors. We even changed the tires. We got different rims. The old ones look a little ugly. The new ones make the car look a little better. So everything is done. How do you feel about it, Patino?
I feel accomplished.
Good.
Fixed my first car. Well, did some maintenance on my first car, and I liked it. I learned a lot. Learned how
Good.
to do a lot of stuff.
Well, you did a good job. You follow instructions very well, so you did well.
Thank
And
you.
you now I know you're gonna take care of your first car because you'll put a lot of work into it. You sweat with your first car, so I know you'll keep it up with it. You'll keep up with it. You'll do a good job. So,
Yes.
all right, that's it. Thank you for
Now we're
watching.
gonna drive.
Yeah, let's drive.